Alright guys, we're back for some more Dokkan Battle. Now again, we are going to be finishing up the Resurrection Frieza story event. Yeah, even though it says special, this is essentially a story event. We're going to finish this up today. Now again, I should mention that this is a post recording commentary again. Of course, this video right here, the footage, I recorded this several weeks ago at the gym because, I was without power, internet stuff. You guys have heard the story by now. So I'm just, knocking this out. Now, there's not, honestly, these last couple stages here in this Resurrection F event aren't super exciting. Because it's such an old event, like, there's not really exciting fights. And of course, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I do feel like the Dragon Ball Super arc of Resurrection Frieza was so bad that this whole sort of movie and arc and stuff, it just kind of has like a sour taste in my mouth. So I don't know. It is what it is. The big thing I think I wanted to do over the course of this video is I kind of wanted to discuss the upcoming summon banners and some new units that have come out. Basically from now, Goku Black, at the time of me recording this audio, Goku Black is live on the global version of Dokkan Battle. And we're going to go all the way up to the most recent Dokkan Festival characters, which was an Angel Super Saiyan 3 Tech Goku and the Masked Saiyan, which of course is, Bardock. He was from Dragon Ball Heroes, Dragon Ball Online. That's where Toa is controlling him. A lot of you guys have probably played Xenoverse 2, and, the Masked Saiyan, he's in Xenoverse 2. Now, the big thing is, of course, the very next Dokkan Festival coming out after Goku Black is, of course, the one I've talked about at length in all of my Dokkan videos. I can't imagine one Dokkan video has gone by where I haven't mentioned Vegito Blue or Rose Goku Black. Well, they finally will be coming out very, very soon. Now, after this is actually a little bit of a departure. We go to a banner with Perfect Cell. There's a brand new Perfect Cell that is released into the game. Now, there was a recent update on the global version of Dokkan. Again, I do want to point out that my audio right now is being recorded weeks after the footage is here. But Perfect Cell has actually been added into the inactive files of the game, which sometimes means they're close by, not necessarily always. Like, for example, the April Fool's Yamchas, like the one that was just attacking right there, they were in the inactives, I believe, for about a full year before they finally came out to Global Dokkan. Now, this is cool right here. Okay, so notice we ran into Jacko. Now, Jacko, I believe, is the only way to get Golden Frieza medals from this event. You actually have to land on the Jacko spots and fight him. I don't believe we get one here because we're only on normal difficulty, but I'm pretty sure on Z-Hard difficulty, if you land on Jacko, it's almost a guarantee that you'll get one of these Golden Frieza medals. I just think Jacko is quite rare. Yeah, we didn't get it. But I'm pretty sure Jacko's quite rare to show up. Now, after the Perfect Cell banner is where things get a little interesting. There actually is a banner for the Father-Son Gallic Gun with Super Saiyan Rage, Trunks, and Vegeta Blue. And I guess that does come out quick, just saying, Goku Blue, Vegeta Blue, and that completely, is descriptive about what form they're using. Now, of course, starting now, a lot of the banners, if they're not a Dokkan Fest banner, which has, all the super top tier units, the Dokkan Fest exclusives, a lot of these filler banners have, special deals on them. I believe this banner right here, the, Vegeta and Trunks Father-Son Gallic Gun banner, there was a 50 Dragon Stone multi-summon and you are guaranteed to get either the Vegeta or the Trunks, which is a solid deal. Like, when that banner comes out, depending on how many stones I have left over from Vegito Blue and Rose Goku Black, I might actually go for that deal, because the Vegeta and the Trunks are both pretty useful. Vegeta is kind of a little defensive, and Trunks is actually a really good support unit for a physical team. So it's something that I might look into. We will see. After that, the next big thing to come out is the Spirit Sword, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks and Merge Zamasu, who are both really, really good units. What has me more excited about that than anything is their boss fights, which I know are super fun. Merge Zamasu in particular, actually, look at this loading. This is what happens when you're on a gym Wi-Fi and not the normal Wi-Fi I've got at my house, man. Damn, that is long loading, fuck. But anyway, the Merge Zamasu boss fight, I believe he is the first, and still to this point, only enemy who can super attack multiple times in one round, making him a real problem. Merge Zamasu is a tough fight. I cannot wait to get into that one. That one's going to be really awesome. After that, the next big thing they released was Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And based on, the card art, the poses, and his super attack, this is the Vegeta that was beating Rose Goku Black's ass. The one where he's really like, you're a fake, and I'm Vegeta-sama! Like, when he's beating Rose's ass. That is what that card is. I believe he's actually quite good and very, very underrated. I would like to get him, but I will not be pulling on his banner. I likely would try and get him when he would be on some other banner. Although, the banner is filled with all of these Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas, and I have none of them. So, maybe I might throw... I don't know. No, I can't. I would have to save up for, Big Daddy Dokkan cards. Those are the ones you've got to go for. Now, of course, after the Vegeta is, of course, when some of the big guns came out. We had Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, when they came out, that started a new meta in the game where the leader skills are now like, you take a type, agility, for instance, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta gives 120% to super agility types, so those, hero agility types, and he gives 50% to extreme agility types or villain agility types. So that's kind of the new meta we're working in. Now, both the Goku and the Vegeta are really, really good. Several of these leads have come out now. I'm hearing a lot of people are saying that they think Vegeta is the worst. But, of course, I'm sure AGL is a pretty fun team to run with Super Vegito. And, of course, you would have Rose Black. That team could be pretty vicious. But I almost would think that I've run a Super Vegito agility team for so long that I definitely probably would like something fresh. So we'll see. I don't know. I most likely, it's a pretty safe bet I'll be pulling on one of these two banners here. I guess, man, I probably should go for Vegeta, though, because the Vegeta banner... Yeah, here's this awful moment where Goku gets fucking knocked out by Sorbet and his little ring laser. The dumbest. Ugh. But anyway, the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta banner has Vegito Blue and Rose Goku Black in it, making it just an absolutely monster banner. And then the Super Saiyan 4 Goku banner has base form Goku Black and Super Vegito in it. So it's kinda, not really sure what, the Vegeta banner is definitely better. But most people agree that Super Saiyan 4 Goku at this point probably is a little better than the Vegeta. I'll have to get my hands on him to see for sure, but I don't know. I'm not too sure which one I'll go for. Now, also, a lot of Dokkan Awakenings started getting released around this point. We have, I believe it's actually a Super Saiyan Goku from GT. It's just a Super Saiyan 1 Goku and he Dokkan Awakens into a Super Saiyan 2 Goku from Dragon Ball GT, and I'm pretty sure he's actually pretty solid. And Majub also Dokkan Awakens. Now, Majub is almost essentially a big meme in the Dokkan community because he was one of the worst SSRs in the game. And I know a lot of Dokkan YouTubers, you know, would pull him with their world tournament, you know, guaranteed pulls and stuff. And he wasn't really great. But, you know, he gets this Dokkan Awakening and he's not the worst. Now, the other thing about this, too, is in the recent data download for Global Dokkan, this Goku and the Majub, their Dokkan Awakenings, oh, Vegeta Blue! Their Dokkan Awakenings are actually already in the database. And I believe, actually, there is a date attached. Yeah, they come out on March 26th, which is crazy. That is, like, super, super early. Global, again, I enjoy this game so much, but I don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just have no idea. It's a bunch of bumbling idiots over there at Bandai. You know, I've heard that the team that runs the game and decides when events come out is based in Japan, and, like, they're a bunch of fucking idiots. There was 3 weeks where we had nothing but the Yamcha events. Now, there is so much that I can't, like, get everything done without using stones to refill my stamina right now. There's just literally so much to do. It's just like, why? Why pile it all on at one point and have weeks where it's so dry? Very, very bizarre. I have no idea what the fuck they're thinking. Now, before we get back to future cards being released, I do want to talk about this right here. So here we have Frieza destroying Earth. Now, the best thing that the Dragon Ball Super arc of this saga does is really shows a lot of the characters in the moments before they are killed by Frieza's blast. And it is like a pretty, you know, I don't know, sad or disheartening scene, you know, seeing like Android 18 and Marin, and then, you know, the Flash and the Earth explodes. But I don't really like this plot point of Whis being able to rewind time. I guess it does make sense considering what Beerus is capable of doing and what Whis' job is, and then when you consider the powers that Zeno-sama has, or that Zeno-sama, yeah, Zeno is how you say it, that Zeno-sama has, and it's kind of like, I do get it, but they never really utilized Whis' like rewind ability. Like, this was it. It was here, I guess, just to teach Goku a lesson, because based on interviews with Akira Toriyama where he decided on the hair color of the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue, he said he made it blue. He was thinking about white, but he made it blue because he didn't want it to clash with the next villain. Now, that next villain he obviously was referring to was Zamasu. So at that point, he was already having ideas in his head about Zamasu when he decided to create Super Saiyan Blue. So it's weird that Whis' rewind time ability is literally, I guess, just to set up and show Vegeta and Goku their knuckleheads to sort of help push them along towards the fact that they have to use teamwork against Goku Black and Zamasu and, you know, make Vegito and stuff again. I guess that's what it is, but I just don't like that, you know, Whis is just like, all right, well, we're just going to redo that. Not a big fan. And of course, there was that moment in the anime where they used that to confirm that Zamasu was going to kill Goasu. That wasn't actually in the manga, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Now, going back to cards that are being released, right around this time, you know, right around when the Super Saiyan 4s came out, there was a bunch of Dokkan Awakenings for a lot of the World Tournament reward units. Several that I actually have, like the Beerus, you know, the Gohan in the Supreme Kai's clothing, the Bardock, Super Saiyan Goku. Many of these have Dokkan Awakenings, and they actually are pretty useful. Like I'm not gonna lie, some of these cards are really quite good, and I really wouldn't mind having some of those. Also, around this time, this was around Valentine's Day when this stuff was coming out, and there is a what a lot of people dub the waifu banner, which is just a bunch of the girl characters. Like, we have Bulma from literally episode 1 of Dragon Ball. We have a Mai, a Pan, a Videl, and an Android 18. Now, it doesn't make a whole ton of a lot of sense why Pan is in there instead of Chi-Chi. I guess we could chalk that up to Japan, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, Chi-Chi's hot as fuck, and Pan is like 10 years old. So, like, we can, you know, swap the two of those. I'm okay with that. That's fine. Some of the cards are interesting, but definitely not worth pulling on a banner to get. Oh, look at Goku super attacking here, and under 10,000. Good job, Goku. Oh, yes, and of course, after the waifu banner came the infamous. It is a double rate banner, which Dokkan awakens, Super Saiyan Goku from the second Cooler movie, Nova Shenron, Metal Cooler, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and Evil Boo, you know, the gray Boo, the skinny Boo. Sneaked in that banner, tucked in, without a lot of publicity, is the best card in the game, hands down, LR Gohan. LR Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, the Gohan that finishes Cell off with the father-son Kamehameha. Currently the strongest card in the game, but he is not a featured unit. So the chances of pulling him are astronomically low. So many people were salty about this. I mean, I don't like to laugh at others' misery, but people got so upset at this that I couldn't help but chuckle a little bit. I mean, I definitely do agree that it was a little scummy by Bandai to do. They could have at least announced that he was in the game, but in the game, there was no publicity about it in the game whatsoever. You know, in the Dokkan Awakening's little bar, you know, Gohan's Awakening was in there, but, you know, he wasn't featured on the banner. There wasn't an in-game news article about him or anything. He just, boom, it's all of a sudden in there. And, you know, people who don't follow, like, the subreddit and stuff, hope you realize you just pulled the best card in the game, fuckers. It is, I can see why people were upset. Now, after this, there was a... Physical has for a long time been kind of laughed at as the worst typing of the 5. Especially because for so long, Broly is easily the worst of all the god leaders and the demigods. Easily. It's not even a discussion. Broly is the worst. And so Physical has been very, very weak for a long time. And it seemed like they wanted to rectify that. So they made Cooler, Final Form Cooler, one of these new 100%, 120% god leads. Many people agree that he is actually the best of the 120% leads, which I think is pretty interesting. You know, that Cooler is stronger than Super Saiyan 4s, but I'm fine with it. It's fine. He, of course, is a physical type. Now, they also released a secondary banner very shortly after this, which is Super Boo. It's when Boo first becomes Super Boo, and Gohan, you know, in the Supreme Kai garb, you know, 2 brand new cards of those that are really powerful support units for the physical typing. So, you know, Bandai decided to give Physical a really, really big buff with that. And then, of course, you know, the newest, most recent banner and new cards are the, you know, cards I mentioned previously in the video, the Super Saiyan 3 Angel, Tech Goku, and the Mass Saiyan. So those are all of the cards in the future. My plan... I'm going to go hard and probably go... I want to get, I think, both Vegito Blue and Rose Goku Black. And then after that, I will be saving again for one of the 120% God leads. Right now, I'm leaning towards Super Saiyan 4 Goku, but we will see. One reason I'm leaning towards Goku is because I do have Gogeta, and I've got enough Elder Kais to max him out. I have some other useful, you know, super strength types, but we'll see. All right. With this, the Resurrection F event is done, even though these fucking stages are still out of order. So annoying. They need to fix that. Finally, we're done with this. After this, no more post-commentary. I can get back to the natural way of things. I'll see you guys then.